I don't care. I'm not hitting her.
Is that on? Oh, wonderful. Welcome back to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast, everyone. And if you didn't recognize his voice, that's because it's Pat, and he's back. What? We're going to do this whole breakdown of Week 11 games here. Yeah, whatever, Brad. And we got a Thursday night recap, and we got all the previews coming your way. So thanks again for tuning in and following us on Twitter, following us here on our podcast. I missed you guys. I'm excited to be back, even though I forgot half my equipment. But hey, that's okay. These things happen. We're just going to get rolling. How you guys doing? You missed it. I know you guys missed me, so it's okay.
I don't think we missed a beat.
I mean, I missed you a little bit. 3-man booth. If Monday Night Football taught us anything, you need a 3-man booth.
We need a boogermobile, though. We'll put you in the boogermobile.
Maybe that's where he's been at.
Absolutely not.
In the boogermobile.
I'll be Jason.
I don't do well in the cold, no.
I mean, if you were at the game, sitting on the sidelines, just hanging out with Booger and catching his urine underneath of him, because we're too cheap to buy our own boogermobile, we just hook you to the bottom of his.
Bingo.
All right, sign me up. Sure, sounds good. But, yeah, I feel like I missed a lot, though, because we have a pie segment now. We have a new wheel.
We had a pie segment when you left. Remember?
It was, no.
You backed out of a bet, so then I got hustled into a bet.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was Origins. Like, now it's a solidified, we do this.
Yeah.
This is...
Well, we sort of do it.
It's a very real thing, though.
What do you mean you sort of do it?
Okay, I guess we do it. I mean, I'm the only one that I'm the only one that gets it.
2 weeks running.
Boom.
Pie champ. The champ is here. Doo-doo-doo.
Wow.
Okay. We got a lot of football to talk about.
We do. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with you, Brad, because you're the pie champ.
Actually, hold on. Before we do this, we got to spin the wheel of pie to see what we're going to pick.
We do this at the beginning of the show.
Yes. See, Pat, you've missed this. We spin the wheel at the beginning, and by the end, you have to pick your person.
Oh, so there's a method to our randomness.
Yes.
What we got here?
Come on, Brad's choice. Come on, Brad's choice.
Tight ends.
Ooh, baby.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, because there's so many of them.
And I got some great tight end analysis today.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear it.
It's not great.
I can't wait. I'm serious. I can wait. I don't really care.
All right.
Well, kick us off with those tight ends. Dallas at Atlanta. You got at least one of them to talk about.
So Hooper has been pretty good, getting a lot of targets, and Dallas is middle of the road against tight ends. So he's startable. Jeff Schwaim, like most of the people I'm going to talk about at tight end, he has a pulse. So you could possibly start him. Atlanta's bad at all defense.
Are you saying that's the one you're picking?
Oh, no. No.
Yeah, pick them.
No. You guys have to pick between the Indianapolis ones. Go. There you go.
Ebron.
Oh, Alley Cox, baby.
Writing it down. It's a pen.
No.
All right, now let's get into the serious stuff.
No.
Zeke. Duh. Atlanta is terrible against running backs. Zeke all day.
I feel like that's a safe bet.
Dak. You know what? I like Dak this week.
What?
He's not a terrible option. He's a low-end starter this week. I got him, I think, around 10 or 11 in my ranking. So you can start Zach.
Zach or Dak?
Dak.
Okay.
Did I say Zach?
You did.
You did. That's fact.
That was one of my questions for you. Are you feeling Dak?
I am feeling Dak. I don't feel him too well, but I feel him, if you know what I'm saying.
But are you feeling me?
Yeah. All right. Amari Cooper, you're going to start him. Atlanta's terrible on defense. But other than that, really, you're not starting anything else. Dallas' defense, I'm not starting them this week. They've been an okay stream last couple weeks, but not going to go there.
Where's Calvin Ridley?
There we go. Atlanta. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, you can start them, even though Dallas has been good against quarterbacks.
Ignore that.
No, what, Calvin Ridley? He's getting there. So I got to get there because Julio Jones is a go. Since Julio Jones is a go, I don't like any other wide receivers for Atlanta because Dallas is number 2 against wide receivers.
What number is that?
Number 2.
They're really that good against wide receivers?
Yeah, I guess it's because it's so bad at running. Dallas is, Dallas defense has actually been really good. So they're number 2 wins against.
Well, if you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah, that's true. Corey Coleman's low-end RB2. You can start Corey Coleman. There are 6 teams on a bye this week.
Corey Coleman is an RB2?
Jesus Christ, I'm losing it today.
I thought Corey Coleman was on a
Tevin Coleman. And Corey Coleman is on a team. He's on the Giants. and he caught some passes
I
last
thought he
week.
was on the practice squad.
No, he caught passes last week.
Oh, okay.
If you watch Monday Night Football, you would know this.
I didn't feel the need.
The funny thing is, I'm the one who's drinking.
I should be drinking. All right, Tevin Coleman, low end RB2. You can start him. Calvin Ridley, Mohamed Sanu's limited in practice. I don't even know if he's going to play. I don't like them. They're touchdown or bust guys.
So Corey Coleman and Zach Prescott are a go.
Yep.
All right.
Wow. That's interesting take.
I never said Zach Prescott. I just said Zach. Maybe I meant Zach Martin. I said Zach.
Isn't he hurt for the year?
Zach Martin? I'm pretty sure he's retired.
Moving on to Josh's games. Carolina at Detroit.
All right. So we're going to start out with Carolina. Cam Newton. That's a must start. Actually, Detroit has been really bad against quarterbacks who can move around in the pocket. Trubisky, Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson got him good. So Cam Newton, I like him a lot this week. Christian McCaffrey. Come on. Let's not even go there. Now, what do you do with these wide receivers? DJ Moore, Devin Funchess,
We're asking you. That's why
Curtis Samuel. No, I'm gonna tell. You're not even letting me get there.
It's the buildup.
Now, Detroit is actually 11th best against wide receivers, and I think these guys. If I'm gonna have to start one of them, it's gonna be Funchess. But I don't like any of them. I don't. I don't feel good about any of them. I don't think one of them could break out, but you never know which one it's gonna be. Greg Olsen. You're going to start him mostly because the tight end landscape is so awful. Not any particular reason. I'm not going to start the Panthers DST, though. I don't really believe in them after what Pittsburgh just did to them. I think that they're probably a little demoralized right now. Now, Matt Stafford. What do you do with Matt Stafford? Now, Carolina is 5th worst against quarterbacks. Top 5 worst team against quarterbacks. But that's kind of skewed because Big Ben, Matt Ryan, and Fitzmagic went ham on him. So I would say start Stafford, but the offensive line, man. I mean, I think if you start him, he's going to be a low-end starter. I mean, you have 6 teams on a bye, but you weren't really starting most of those guys that were on a bye anyway, right? We can all agree with that? Okay, thanks. Tom Brady, maybe. He's pretty good. You weren't starting Baker regularly, so.
What about Nick Mullins?
No, you weren't starting Nick Mullins. Come on.
Oh.
A Buffalo quarterback? You're not going to start a Buffalo quarterback?
You could start C.J. Beathard, Pat.
He won that game, by the way.
I know. All right. I don't have high hopes for Stafford this week. Kerryon Johnson, I think he and Theo Riddick are low in flexes this week. The Panthers defense is actually pretty good against the run. They even did slow down James Conner in that game, also because Big Ben was just working them through the air, so.
Yeah, when you're throwing bombs, it doesn't really matter what you're doing.
Now, Kenny G, I think he is going to be a solid start in this week. Kenny Galladay. No, Marvin Jones or TJ Jones. If Marvin plays, I like Marvin a lot. But if he doesn't, he's been banged up. He didn't practice yesterday. He didn't practice today. I don't like TJ Jones. I think that he could be utilized, but I'm not really sold on him, and I'm not sold on any Lions tight ends ever. And then I'm definitely not going to start this defense because I think Carolina is going to
Work them.
Yeah, they're going to be ready.
Work them.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
Put my thing down.
Flip it and reverse it. Explicit. All right.
Wow. Okay. I think that wraps up the Carolina game. We can move over back to Brad to talk about the Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts.
All right. Woo. Tennessee Titans. Woo. Let's see how many names I can mess up here.
So I'll mix them in.
Okay.
I got some games. He's wondering where I'm going to get to mine.
Like, when are you gonna
I said I'm going to mix them in.
Oh, you have games?
I got 3 games.
Okay. All right, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota. He's streamable quarterback. Deion Lewis, Derrick Henry. The question everybody wants to know, who's actually going to be the running back in Tennessee? I'm being rhetorical like Josh here. We're asking a question, but I don't want you guys to answer it.
Yeah.
Deion?
Rhetorical.
No,
Josh.
are you asking or you what?
No, it's a rhetorical question like Josh asked.
Oh.
He doesn't want answers.
No, I don't.
It's called the build-up.
Oh, the build-up.
Give yourself easy questions to get.
I'll give myself hard questions.
They're called softballs, Brad.
Yeah, I'm not Deion Lewis or Derrick Henry. Deion Lewis is this okay PPR play, but I think Derrick Henry is just going to pound through that Indianapolis Colts defensive line like Channing Tatum in 22 Jump Street, just breaking through the glass ceiling.
Is that what? Oh, that was a very nice visual we just got.
What's Derrick Henry gonna do?
Pound through that glass ceiling.
That's what she said.
All right. Corey Davis. I love Corey Davis this week. You guys ever been at the blackjack table? You riding a hot streak?
No, I've only lost at the blackjack table, actually.
And that's what Corey Davis has done to you all year. Except for last time. He gave you a little bit of taste. So now you ride that high.
He mentions the blackjack table quite a bit.
Spent a lot of time there.
He has a problem.
Had a problem. All right. Ride the dragon, as I say with Corey Davis. Ride the dragon.
Do you say that?
I just said it.
Now we're into drugs?
Is his nickname a dragon? I don't understand what's happening here.
He's a dragon for me. All right.
I need a separate podcast to divulge into his past.
Yep. Jonnu Smith, tight end. Guess what? He's got a pulse. You could start it if you wanted to. Jonnu.
Yeah.
He gets
Smite.
He gets touchdowns every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does that fourth string tight end for the Packers in the first
Yeah,
quarter.
what the heck, man?
He went deep.
He did.
He did. 54 yards deep.
All right. And that's about it from the Tennessee side. I don't like any other pass catches there. Indianapolis side. Andy Luck. As Josh likes to say, duh. T.Y. Hilton. Yeah, you can start him.
Yeah, you can start him. I plan on it.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of had to.
Don't tell me how to
Tennessee's
lie.
not good against wide receivers. You know where Tennessee's really good against? The running backs. Marlon Mack, I don't like him this week.
You don't?
No, Tennessee's number 2 against the running backs.
They are very good. What
Very
happened
good.
to the running backs from New England?
They actually had 16 points.
Yeah, but they got shut down. That cricket was very loud.
A very loud cricket. You all won't know that because I'll edit this out and make it a little quieter for everybody out there listening at home.
But not in my ear.
I don't have headphones.
All right, now this is a question for you, Pat. Jack Doyle, Eric Ebron, Mo Alley Cox. Who you starting?
Ebron, love him. Start him.
Even though Jack Doyle gets...
Don't need him.
Okay.
Because Ebron gets the touchdowns.
So I think Ebron plays less than 40% of plays.
It's okay. He makes it worth it when he's
But
in
he
there.
runs route in the end zone, so he ain't tired.
That is true. And Andrew Luck only throws touchdowns to tight ends.
That's... Any Mo Alley Cox love out there?
No.
No, it's Doyle or Ebron. I personally like Ebron better.
I'm just saying, the last 2 games, Mo Alley Cox has a touchdown.
So that means Doyle's going to be the hotter tight end this week.
You think so?
Well, only because
know.
we all think it's going to be Ebron. That's why.
Nonsense.
Yeah, that's what
I think Jack Doyle's still a safe PPR play. I think he'll get enough targets to make him at least somewhat relevant in this tight end landscape. Ooh, that's a bomb. All right, boys. Anything else you want to add here?
Oh, gosh.
Are you starting the Colts defense against Mariota and his fully functional fingers?
Not after what they did to the Pats.
Yeah,
Do you like my jersey tonight, Brad?
I do. It's my favorite Patriot.
Do you really have to have a favorite?
He
It's
is.
the only one you like.
So he's my favorite.
No, you like Josh Gordon.
He's okay, but that is my favorite Patriot.
I know. You have to have him. You trade for him every year.
I drafted him way early. Do we want to say who it is?
Yeah, tell him.
I mean,
Steven
it's a Patriots kicker. I think they figured it out by now.
Gostkowski.
Gostowski. Patriots are undefeated when I wear this jersey, and that
Gostkowski.
will continue this week. All right, now moving on to Pittsburgh at Jacksonville. Lev Bell is gone forever. They cleaned out his locker.
Oh, it's so sad.
Played a little Eminem when they were doing it.
As they go on,
Not Eminem.
they remember.
James Conner's good to go. I know everyone's worried about that little, nugget of his, but he's good.
That little nugget?
A little nugget.
He's a full-grown man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he's
whatever.
very full grown.
He will neither confirm nor deny whether or not he had a concussion, so that's good. Going into this game, though, Pittsburgh has won the last 5. Jacksonville has lost the last 5. And it doesn't look like Jacksonville is getting any better, which means go ahead and fire up that Pittsburgh defense. And while you're at it, I know it's Road Big Ben. I know you don't like him, but I'm playing Road Big Ben. I'm playing AB, of course, Juju, James Conner, of course. And then that other tight end, another tight end, I should say, we can talk about is Vance McDonald.
Jacksonville does suck against tight ends. They're 22nd.
There you go, Vance McDonald, pretty good
But
option.
they are first against wide receivers, 8th against quarterbacks,
Oh, my God.
and 5th against running backs.
Yeah, but it's Juju and AB, and Ben's been hot.
And Ben's on the road.
Yeah, but this whole Pittsburgh team's on a hot streak.
Well, AJ Bowie he's practicing again. So how does that make you feel?
Doesn't change my mind.
Okay.
They have lost the last 5. They've been close games, but an L is still an L. I would know. Point 1. On the Jacksonville side, you're going to start Fournette, and that is about it. That's all I want to start on the Jacksonville side. I don't like Bortles going into this matchup. The wide receivers flip a coin, a 4-sided coin. I believe that's called the square.
It's not even a cube.
Nope. It's
I mean, I guess
just
you could do a cube.
Not in 3D. It's a 2D square.
Yeah. Just go on the line and
On
make
the
yourself
line.
a little square
Yeah.
with all the Jacksonville receivers.
Why don't you do that one little game? You just make out a paper where you like flipped it like 3 times. You picked it.
Oh, I love that song.
Oh, I forgot about that game.
Oh, we need to do
Pick a
that.
color, pick a
Yeah.
number,
We're
gonna do
and
that.
that's the wide receiver you get.
Yeah, that might be.
That's what
We
we're
should
going to
start
do.
doing that.
Instead of the wheel.
You guys remember how to fold those? Because I don't.
I'll Google it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
this is a
everything's
YouTube
on the
video.
line. You can drop Hyde, and you can keep TJ Yeldon's now like an Austin Eckler of last year, now that Fournette's back. He gets the passing work. He does not get the rushing work. So, depending on what your roster is looking like.
Give me a Jacksonville wide receiver to start. Gun to head.
Moncrief.
Gun to Elsa. Okay.
That's what I would have picked.
Moncrief.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that's who I was going to pick. Elsa, not me.
No, I would never pick.
Well, I was gun to head like you're just say shoot me. Like,
Oh, my God. Aaron
You're
Rodgers
right.
just keeps getting sacked because he will not get rid of the ball.
because nobody's going deep.
He wants to sling it.
But before we move on to the next thing, I will say, yeah, Moncrief does get,
He gets the bomb targets.
Yeah.
He goes deep.
yeah. So he's your best option if you need to start one. Josh, you ready for your game? Your next game?
Yeah.
All right. Tampa Bay at the New York Football Giants.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, Mr. 400 yards himself. Sit him.
You're crazy.
Nope, I'm not actually. The Giants actually shut down Cam Newton and Drew Brees so far on their schedule, and I don't trust Ryan Fitzpatrick to be any better.
I'm just saying, Ryan Fitzpatrick knows New York weather.
True.
He played up in Buffalo.
Doesn't matter, I'm right.
In New York.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter, I'm right. Doesn't matter, I'm right. All right, so I think you should sit him. Peyton Barber. Actually, the Giants are awful against the run. Problem is Peyton Barber's not a good running back. So,
Have you heard the rumors that Le'Veon Bell might go to the Buccaneers because they have the cap space to sign him?
he should. He should. They couldn't hurt him.
I mean, clearly, he only cares about money, so.
Well, what does that do to I can't even remember the rookie they drafted this year because he's barely seen the field.
Rojo.
Oh yeah, Ronald Jones. I guess that means he'll be unemployed. Well, Peyton Barber will definitely be unemployed. Sorry, buddy. I know you're an Auburn alum and I love you, but you're just not very good. Jaquiz Rogers, I think actually might be a nice little flex play in PPR. They used him a little bit that last week because they knew they had to, and he had over 100 yards receiving. I like Jaquiz this week.
Is Josh taking over the spelunking with Pat segment?
I don't know.
Okay.
He just asked a bunch of rhetorical questions, so
Oh, so you just tune him out now until it's your
yeah.
turn?
Yeah, he does.
Well,
He's
he just
already over there
mentioned,
taking notes. He doesn't care.
He just mentioned Jacuzzi Rogers, so.
He had over 100 yards receiving last week.
He did. He had a fumble.
Doesn't matter. 100 yards
He is the pass catching back there. I think Dirk Cutter knows his time's number, and he's like, let's just see what you. I'm the water boy, sir. Yeah, get out there and let's see what you can do out there. Can you block somebody? Because I need somebody to block somebody. Can you tackle a running back?
Yeah, works
Exactly.
for Adam Sandler.
All right, so we're going to start talking about the wide receivers now for the Buccaneers. And did you know that the Giants are actually 5th best against wide receivers? Now, that number is...
Is that skewed because they're always in blowouts and they're behind? And
The number is skewed, and I will tell you why. It's because they haven't played a lot of great wide receivers. But the ones that they did play, Atlanta, Philly, Carolina, and Houston,
lift them up.
they went ham. That means hard as a mother.
Trucker.
No, it's just...
It rhymes with trucker.
No, it's just ham.
Oh, I do hamf.
That would be hamph.
Hamf.
Hamph.
Hamf.
All right, so...
Will you start Goodwin? Get back to football here.
All right, no, well, I got to
Morons.
get Mike Evans. Not moron. This is what makes this fun. Mike Evans. You're going to start him mostly because you're obligated to. But I actually like Mike Evans this week. Now, D-Jax, Chris Godwin, and Adam Humphries. Sit them. Sit them all. I don't like any of them.
Ooh, I like Godwin this week.
I don't like him. I don't even like his face. O.J. Howard. Now,
I'm not starting him, but I like him.
the Giants have only allowed 1 touchdown all year to tight ends. Now, main reason for that is because they haven't played a lot of teams who utilize the tight end. And this will be the most talented tight end that they've played all year outside of Zach Ertz.
I was going to say, didn't they play Zach Ertz?
They did. So that tight end went to Zach Ertz. O.J. Howard, talent-wise, is a top 5 tight end.
That tight end went to Zach Ertz. Got it.
I said that.
I think you meant touchdown.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Hanging out with you is messing me up tonight. All right.
Yeah, it is.
So anyway, yeah.
Speaking of tight ends that died, Jimmy Graham's officially out for the rest of the game.
I never said anyone died. Okay, yeah. So Jimmy Graham's out for the rest of the game. O.J. Howard, start him. All right, now, Eli Manning, I think, is a great streaming option. Yeah, I know. I don't even like to say I don't want to say it. But statistically, the Buccaneers are top 5 worst in every category on defense. They're bad against. I know. You think I feel good about this? You think I want this?
You know what Eli Manning is? You know when you make a crock pot meal and it's supposed to be like it smells amazing, but you left it in there too long and it's all dry and nasty? Yeah. That's exactly what Eli is. You work a little longer. Like it still smells okay in the house, but it just once you get to it, it doesn't fill you up.
I thought you were going to say he was the crusty stuff that gets baked onto the sides. And
he's that too. He's that too.
Eli Manning is crock pot.
Because you smell all this good stuff, all this build-up, like Odell, Saquon, Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard.
But he's like Little Caesars.
Little Caesars amazing. I love me some Little Caesars.
Anyway.
So back to football.
Back to football. See, we can go off the rails because you're here.
Yeah, now you're here. You're the one that's supposed to keep us in order. All right. Saquon, Odell Beckham Jr., yeah. Sterling Shepard and Evan Ingram. I'm starting them all. Starting this whole offense because the Buccaneers are so bad. You got to go for upside.
Corey Coleman?
No, I'm not starting Corey Coleman.
I mean, he had some catches. I'm just saying.
Well, let's keep it down. All right.
Said everyone.
That's it for this game. So we'll move on to the next game.
I got it. It was an abrupt ending. All right. Brad, you got Houston at Washington.
You guys want me to go with the fast one, Washington, or the longer one of Houston?
Go with Washington first.
All right, here we go. Adrian Peterson, you can start him if you have to start him, but that's the only person on Washington I'm starting. And moving on to Houston.
Nice. Short and sweet. That's the way I like it.
Do you guys have anything you want to say about that?
No, I agree.
Josh Doxson.
Oh, sorry. There's one thing I wanted to say. Jordan Reed, he has a pulse. He's a tight end. Meh.
Stop throwing Tyler.
Okay, calm down.
Josh Doxson has caught a few touchdowns lately.
Yeah, yes. Good luck with that. Houston's been actually relatively good against the wide receiver the last few weeks, so all those numbers are really skewed for Houston. We go to the Houston side. Don't even ask me about Nuke. If you got to ask about Nuke, you should just stop playing fantasy football right now.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson, you can start him. He's way better than Eli Manning this week.
Well, yeah, I said Eli's a streamer.
Yeah. Ugh.
D-Watt's a solid starter.
Okay, Lamar Miller. Yeah, well, if you have to because you're a shady Patriot running back owner, Jets running back owner,
Nope.
If only running backs you drafted were out of the AFC East, then you can start Lamar Miller this week.
What about Nick Chubb? Don't forget about him. He's real good.
I know, but the whole AFC East is on a bye this week.
Yeah.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know, because I asked him earlier today. I was like, hey, Brad, did you know that all the AFC is on a bye? He's like, no, they're not. I'm like, yeah, they are. Does the NFL do that? You just kind of laughed and didn't really answer me.
Since we kind of went to the bye thing, real quick, while we're on this topic, Pat, I asked this to Josh. I don't know if you heard it when you were listening to the podcast. Are there more relevant players on bye this week with 6 teams on a bye?
I did hear that, yeah.
Or next week?
No, next week. 100% it's next week.
Okay.
I did, and I like that. I did laugh.
All right. Demaryius Thomas or Kiki QT is the biggest question on Houston here. Washington is not great against the wide receiver, even though they got HaHa on their team. Kiki's questionable. I think he's the one I want to play more. I think he's more the boom guy than Demaryius Thomas. Demaryius Thomas is still going to be what he was in Denver. I don't think he's going to change his role. He's going to go deep, but I don't know if Watson's going to throw him the ball like he did Will Fuller deep.
People can always change, Brad.
Not when you're like 32 years old and you've been playing one way your whole life. So
I'm getting deep here.
I'm just saying, there's always room for growth.
Do you want to start Jordan Thompson? Or Thomas? Sorry, Jordan Thomas?
I don't want to.
He's a tight end with a pulse, though.
I said I don't want to.
It's a possibility, though.
And Texas defense, you can start them. I think J.J. Watt's going to feast on Alex Smith this week. And you guys are watching football. So that's it.
Nope. I wasn't. I was watching and listening at the same time. It's called multitasking.
I was watching football.
I know.
I don't think Lamar Miller is that terrible to start.
I don't either. I think he's flexible.
Okay.
He's got some flex appeal.
Does he do yoga?
He's flexy and he knows it.
Josh did your Cardinal sin, by the way, which we already mentioned.
What?
The flex.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Josh, you ready?
It's because I didn't mention on the last show.
A pretty fierce rivalry. Cincinnati at Baltimore.
That's a fierce rivalry.
Sure, it's what is it? AFC North division.
It is.
Well, it's not going to be very fierce this week.
I think it's fierce because of birth set.
Okay, what would be more exciting, this game or a Bengal trying to fight a real Raven? Ravens are relatively big, and they look like they could.
I would love to see a Bengal fight a Raven in real
like
life.
maybe not a full-grown Bengal tiger, but maybe like a
No.
juvenile.
No, I'll go full grown. I'd rather see that than this.
Wow, okay.
Mostly because without AJ Green here, this offense just is not going to work.
He might play.
He's not going to play.
Well, the exact quote was, Marvin Lewis hopes he's back.
Well, see, the thing about that is that now that Hugh Jackson's on the staff, he's just going to lie.
So hold on. I wonder if you're going to say you could hope in one hand.
and crap in the other and see which one fills up first?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we know which one's going to fill up first. It's the one with Hugh Jackson on your coaching staff as a special assistant.
Huge Jackson.
All right, so Andy Dalton.
If you screw up Joe Mixon for me, I'm going to lose it.
You don't have to worry about that because the Baltimore Ravens will screw up Joe Mixon for you this week, bud. All right, Andy Dalton, you're going to sit him. The Baltimore defense is number 1 in the league against running backs. No?
I was hoping you were going to tell me they haven't played any running backs or something.
No, you just looked at me and you nodded your head. I'm like, no.
I was hoping you were going to. I have a lot of Joe Mixon. Okay.
It was good. So anyway, you're going to start Joe Mixon because you have to, but I don't expect a lot from this week, boys. I think that this offense is 0-dimensional without AJ Green. Yeah, that means that they're not going to be good at all.
0-dimensional.
Yeah, that means there's 0-dimensional.
That's lower than 2D square over here.
It's a flat surface.
Sounds like they're playing in the Twilight Zone.
Tyler Boyd and John Ross. I'm not starting either one of them. Tyler Boyd is going to get too much attention from their number 1 corner.
Even though he goes in the slot a lot, and I don't think Jimmy Smith falls to the slot.
I just don't. I'm not buying it.
Okay.
AJ Green is the one who takes away a lot of attention from Tyler Boyd, and that's what makes him successful without him there. Now, all this is subject to change with AJ Green, but I'm still not expecting a lot from Tyler Boyd either way.
Okay.
All right, now.
Hold on. Will your Joe Mixon and all this stuff change if you're going to get into Baltimore? What I think you're going to talk about if Joe Flacco does not play? Because I think they're going to have a hard time scoring points with no Joe Flacco.
I think they'll score more points without Joe Flacco.
Ooh, with RG3.
Yeah.
RG3D.
RG3 or Lamar Jackson.
Well, Jackson.
Joe Flacco's not a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But he can throw, unlike the other two.
Lamar Jackson can throw.
Not as far as Joe Flacco.
Lamar Jackson.
Throwing it far isn't great. Ask Jay Cutler how that worked out for his career.
Have you heard about Lamar Jackson all through like high school, how he called plays? They didn't call plays. They just went up and like played like high school, like playground football.
It worked pretty well. Won him a Heisman.
No, well, we went at Louisville.
Yeah, Lowell.
Bob Petrino said.
You also had your boy from New Orleans, Teddy B.
Yeah.
So they developed.
Small hands, Teddy B.
Oh, come on now. All right, anyway, let me get back to this game. Quit messing around with you. All right, CJ Uzomah now. If Baltimore has a weak spot on their defense, it's actually against tight ends. They're actually middle of the pack against tight ends. And I think CJ Uzomah is a fine play this week. You don't have to agree, Pat. It's okay. We're allowed to have our own opinions. Oh, look, it's a tie dad. The defense for Cincinnati, though, there's no way I'm starting defense for Cincinnati, even if Flacco doesn't play.
Okay.
Hugh Jackson is on the coaching staff now, so that's just going to be my reason for everything.
So much hate towards Hugh.
All right, now Joe Flacco, if he plays, if he's healthy enough to play, I think he's streamable, but I do kind of worry about him getting hurt and having to come out of the game. I don't like the idea of starting Flacco this week. But like I said, if you are against the wall and you need to do it, okay, fine. Alex Collins, I love Alex Collins this week. They're one of the worst teams Cincinnati is against running backs. Actually, third worst. Love it. Same thing for the wide receivers. So Crabtree and John Brown, you can start them up. You fire them bad dads on up.
Okay.
Yeah, you fire them on up. Go ahead. Willie Snead, don't ever put him in your lineup, ever. Crabtree.
You're going to start John Brown when Flacco's going to sit out, and all John Brown does is run far.
Deep.
Yeah. So
They don't call him smoke because you run
No.
short routes.
now the tight ends, I think, are good, but we gotta pick which one we're gonna start here.
Oh, this is who you're taking. This is Josh's pick for tight end.
This isn't my
Yep.
pick.
Yes, it is. Say it.
So this is Nick Boyle.
There it is.
I don't like that pick though.
Well, it's yours.
Well, it's a tight end wheel. So we don't go against the tight end wheel because if there's anything we know, it is wrong.
And so we
Most experts are wrong as far as what the Baltimore tight ends are going to do, so that's fine.
Yep.
All right. So the DST, though, I think you should start this defense for Baltimore because they are going to be a great play this week. I think they're going to shut them down, especially without A.J. Green. All right, thank you. That's it.
All right, this next game should be pretty quick. Philly at New Orleans.
start them all.
No, I don't want to touch the Philly running backs
If you had to pick one, gun to Elsa's head.
Why would you say that?
because I would just die.
Because, yeah,
Smallwood.
Die. I would just die.
he's like, Smallwood.
Yeah, Wendell Smallwood, sure. Josh Adams is another guy, another name there, but don't start him. Please
I'm
tell me you have,
thinking about flexing him this week.
please tell me you have a better option than Josh Adams.
I'm thinking about flexing him this week.
But you can start Carson Wentz, Golden Tate, Zach Ertz, and Alshon Jeffrey. Those are my starters for Philadelphia. Oh, okay.
You're taking Golden Tate over Nelson Aguilar, even though what we saw last time they
It was his first game with Philly. Give him a break.
he had a whole bye week to get ready. So did Amari Cooper, and we saw what Amari Cooper did with the bye week.
All right. First off, Philly offense, it's not like, doesn't really impress me. You know?
I know.
It's not explosive. So, but yeah, I would still take Golden Tate over Nelson Aguilar.
Okay.
And yeah, New Orleans, though, pretty much going to start them all.
Traquan Smith, who
Yeah.
goose egged me last week.
Well,
Brandon Marshall.
no, okay. That's where I'll draw the line.
said
That's
so.
where I'll draw the line. The good news is, though, for these New Orleans wide receivers, not only do they have Drew Brees thrown to them, but the Philly secondary is very, very decimated
Yeah.
depth chart wise. So,
And they're at home.
yeah, that helps too.
Don't
So
hurt.
you got the two backs there, Kamara and Ingram. You got Drew Brees. You got probably the best receiver right now in football, Michael Thomas. And then Ben Watson, tight end worth mentioning.
Is it?
Yeah, of course it is.
No, but is it?
No, but is it?
No, but is it?
Well, I just mentioned him, so it must be
Uzama?
worth mentioning.
Ben Watson.
Ben Watson, because I've stuck with Uzama too long.
That's a reason.
Will Lutz is always good for about 17 points, isn't he, Josh?
He's a pretty good kicker.
All right. That's all I got for this game. Anything you guys want to add?
He's a good kicker.
All right. Brad, we got a real doozy for you on this one. Oakland at Arizona. Go
Well,
ahead, you have 30 seconds.
Oakland. Jordy Nelson ain't going to play.
You're going to fill your 30 seconds with Jordy Nelson?
I'm just saying he ain't going to play. He's your boy. Jordy, preseason. Jordy.
When you're talking about fantasy football in June, you gotta hype up something.
All right, Jalen Richard, Doug Martin. Are we starting either one of them? If you're starting one, you're starting Jalen Richard. Even though Doug Martin looked okay last week and Arizona's supposedly terrible against running backs, they've actually been really good the last couple of weeks.
If you're going to do the rhetorical question, give it a friggin' second to build, my man.
No, man, I
You
can't.
just, come on.
I'm not a master at it like you are.
I just, all right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Give him a break.
I'm trying.
Oh, no, I'm done. I'm done with Oakland. That was it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought there was.
Jared Cook.
Oh, there it is.
Jared Cook. Yeah, he's a tight end with a pulse who's had some decent games but hasn't done anything in a while for you. So you can start him, but I wouldn't. Because Arizona's good against a tight end.
All right.
Arizona defense, start of the week. They're going against Oakland. They're bad.
All right.
I don't know if that was really surprising anybody. David Johnson, yeah, you're firing him up. Josh Rosen, you can start Josh Rosen this week. I like him better than Eli.
Kissed by a Rosen?
I like him better than Eli this week.
Really?
Yeah? Really? Fitzgerald, love Fitzgerald this week in PPR. Christian Kirk, I think he could get in the end zone. Ricky Seals-Jones, he got a pulse.
How do you think Seals-Jones is going to do?
I don't know. I don't even know how much they're going to throw the ball. This might be a big David Johnson
Over
game.
under 10 points. PPR.
Under. 9.5.
9.5? I'll go 9.6.
Let's write that down. The seal.
Called The Price is Right.
9.5. I wrote it down.
Okay.
See how close I
We'll
get.
see.
All right. Well, that was fun.
That was fun. I don't know. There's nothing much here.
Do you think DJ is back to being the running back he was when Arians is there? Now that Byron Leftwich
No.
is calling the okay.
He'll be great in this game because it's Oakland. But
Next.
I don't like his rest of his matchups.
You ready for your next one?
Yeah, don't you have another game?
I do, but we'll go to unless you want me to.
No, go ahead. Let's do it. I'll do it. I'm ready.
So much planning.
I divvied them up.
All right, Broncos at Chargers. This is going to be in L.A. and no one cares in L.A. All right, so Case Keenum, sit him. I don't know why you would ever start Case Keenum.
I start him every week.
I don't even know why the Broncos start him, but they do. Philip Lindsay, I think I like Philip Lindsay still. I think he's still going to be a nice little play here. Now, they think that Royce Freeman's going to come back this week. If he comes back, that's obviously going to hurt him and Devontae Booker because they share the same role. And I don't like either one of those guys this week. Emmanuel Sanders and Cortland Sutton. I want to start both of those guys. The Chargers are good against wide receivers, but they've really had an easy schedule so far. I like Cortland Sutton this week. I think he's got a nice little upside. Now, as far as Jeff Herman, whatever, I think he's a low-end tight end. 1. Yeah, 1. Because it doesn't take a lot to be that nowadays. Really. So, the DST. I'm not starting the Broncos DST because I think your boy, Melvin Gordon's going to go ham sandwich. Love him. I just love Melvin Gordon.
I know you do.
Phillip Rivers. Sit him. Sit him on the bench.
You're crazy.
Nope, I'm not.
You're crazy.
He doesn't throw that many passes.
You're right, but he's still a solid quarterback.
He's an
every
alright
week.
quarterback.
He's better than Eli, who you said to start.
Yeah, you're not living that one down.
You want to take a side bet? Who has more points this week, Rivers or Eli?
No,
That's why.
because I know Rivers is going to have more, and I don't want to cheat you like that.
All right, we'll go on to the
Eli had 3 touchdowns last week, but only 180 yards.
Hey, got it done.
Okay.
All right, Keenan Allen, start him. Oh, Austin Eckler, I'm not starting him anymore. I'm over that.
Handcuff.
I'm over. Yeah, he's just a handcuff now. We saw what happened whenever he got the full workload in London, and he didn't do a lot with it. Keenan Allen, start him. Tyrell Williams. If you just want to flex for some upside and you maybe want that deep bomb from Tyrell Williams, sure, go for it. But I don't like him as a week-to-week starter. Now, Mike Williams, don't put him in your lineup. And this Chargers DST, I think it's a great play. I think you can start the Chargers DST this week and feel pretty good about it. What do you think about that, Brad? You like the Chargers DST this week?
Yeah, they're okay. Case Keenum's turned the ball over a lot.
He's going to throw
No,
an
he broke
interception.
that streak last time they played.
I know, but he's going to throw an interception.
But he broke the streak. You think he throws 2 to make up for it?
Probably. I wouldn't put it past
Joey
him.
Bosa could be back too, which could be good.
That'll put a hamper on things. All right, that's it for my game.
All right, now it's time for Carrie Underwood and Sunday Night Football. We got the Minnesota Vikings going to Chicago to face the Bears. For Minnesota, right now, Thielen is questionable as of now, but he should get the start. There's a lot of players starting this matchup. For Minnesota, we got Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook, he's back. He's playing well. He's kind of taking over Latavius Murray's touches.
Kirk Cousins or Eli this week? Josh?
Cousins.
Oh, okay. I just want to see how crazy you would get.
All right, and then we got, of course, Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, and Kyle Rudolph because tight ends are scarce. Deeper leagues, Laquan Treadwell, maybe.
Jaquan?
Laquan.
Jamiroquai?
Yep.
Everybody
sure.
in the club getting tipsy.
I don't.
That's not
I don't know
Jamiroquai.
where
That's
this is going.
Jaquan.
That's Jaquan.
Yeah, it's Jaquan.
That's why I said, come on. Dude.
I know.
Grow up.
And on the Chicago side, I like Mitch. I like Mitchell Trubisky.
Because his legs?
Yeah, that helps. But it's also at home. And look at the teams that Minnesota has lost to and have given up points to. They've let a lot of worse quarterbacks run all over them.
Okay.
So I don't mind starting Mitch this week. I think Tariq Cohen is taking over Jordan Howard as far as who you want to start.
No, Matt Nagy said, I'm going to get you going.
Okay, Jordan
It's
Howard.
getting cold in Chicago.
Jordan Howard in standard formats. Tariq Cohen PPR. But even Tariq Cohen standard formats isn't bad. Allen Robinson's on a hot streak. Trey Burton's another tight end worth mentioning.
Roads closed. Xavier Rhodes shutting down Allen Robinson.
Roads closed.
Well, Rhodes is hurt right now.
He'll be there.
We'll see.
He's been hurt for the past 2 weeks and he's played.
Okay, well, maybe he's really hurt now. Some other names worth mentioning. Taylor Gabriel, he's kind of cooled off here in the second half of the season. And Anthony Miller's had some good games. That's all I got. Was that really loud? Okay.
I don't think anybody heard it. But now they're going to be like, what are you guys talking about?
My phone buzzing. All right, so that's Minnesota, Chicago for Sunday Night Football, and Carrie Underwood and Al Michaels, and my favorite, Chris Collinsworth. Anything to add to Sunday Night Football?
That's a good question. Mitchell Trubisky, Andy Luck.
Ooh.
Andrew Luck.
That's what I'm going with, too. But I want to see how much.
I'm going with the home guy, Mitch. I know Andrew Luck's home, too, but
Okay.
Mitchell.
Good old Mitchell. It is Mitchell, not Mitch, too. He came out and said in his rookie year he wants to be called Mitchell, not Mitch.
I don't give a damn what he wants. I will call him whatever I want.
Well, he
If I want him to call him Turd Stick, I'm going to call him Turd Stick.
Okay, now we're not going to do that. That's just rude.
Okay, want to get to the biggest game of the week now? The hype game? Yeah. The game that deserves this? It's really awkward when you can't hear the drops. Kansas City at L.A. Rams played in L.A. because I believe Mexico is rained out. The field's really soggy.
So they're going to play. Nasty.
Okay, well, they're going to play in California because you don't have to worry about rain in California right now.
Wow, dude. That's a shot. Because the wildfires? Is that what you're saying?
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rude. All right. Hey, but by the way, the Rams cannot clinch their division because Seahawks won. Everybody watching this, listen to this, knows Seahawks won.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
So,
what the hell, Packers? Get it together.
We will recap that in a second.
Okay.
So let's preview the Monday Night Football game.
Start them all, except the defenses.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty good.
Well, what about Sammy Watkins? He's hurt. How do you feel about him?
He's not hurt.
What if you're a Aaron Jones owner and you put Aaron Jones in your flex and then you find out Melvin Gordon is not going to play because of a hamstring injury and now you're screwed because you can't put Sammy Watkins.
You keep saying that and I don't like you saying that.
And now you can't put Sammy Watkins in your flex because you have no other running backs that aren't on bye this week.
I just felt so confident in my lineup I didn't feel like I needed to switch anything. And
I'm just messing with you.
And now you keep speaking this into fruition and I don't like that. I don't like it one bit. But Aaron Jones had a pretty good game tonight. So
he did.
I feel okay with him being in my flex.
Both of them are on bye weeks next week. We kind of mentioned that already. Cooper Kupp's bye-bye for the rest of the year. And yeah, we want to start them all. We'll mention some things that
Todd Gurley, running back of the week.
Of the year, but yeah. Sure.
I mean, is he going to be the highest scoring running back this week? Hands down. Kansas City's bad against running backs. David Johnson just lit him up. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So you got two good quarterbacks, Goff and Mahomes. You got two good running backs, Hunt and Gurley. You got Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Start the kickers too. Legatron. And Josh Reynolds. How do you guys feel about Josh Reynolds?
I don't want to start him yet. I do want to. You can pick him up, stash him on your bench, but I want to wait and see how they use him, how McVay uses him in this offense.
Yeah, this is a tight ad.
And then the tight ends for LA, especially that Cooper Kupp's gone. Got Gerald Everett and Tyler Higbee. Who do you like more?
Hey, you remember the beginning of the season when Josh didn't even know the names of tight ends?
I do.
In the Rams.
Yeah. Gerald Everett, though. I like him better.
So does Pat.
Yeah. Because I'm starting him this week. Please help me.
All right, so our tight end will, since we're about done with this, are we saying Travis Kelce's a no-go? Because I'm pretty sure all of us say Travis Kelce's the number one tight end this week.
Well, we're not doing any Monday night or Sunday night.
Okay, so Travis Kelce will be off the list anyway. I just want to make sure nobody can do that.
So wait, who gets first pick? Should it be the loser?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right.
Oh, man, you guys put me on a spot like this? I don't even know.
You get first pick? How is that a bad spot to be in?
Because I said tight ends have a pulse all night. And I don't listen to what you guys say.
You should have done a little more research.
All right, it's pretty easy first pick because Philly's playing in the afternoon. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Well, then we don't take Zach Ertz. We take him off the board and make this harder for everybody.
I think we should take Ertz and Kelce off the board.
Yes.
Well, that's just fine. Whatever.
I want to make this harder for everybody.
Okay, go.
Go.
Pick.
I'm not ready.
Well,
you
I'm
guys
going to
go.
take your spot.
Go ahead.
O.J. Howard.
All right.
That was a good pick. That's a solid pick.
I gave him the chance.
I know.
You know what? He threw my paper away because he doesn't respect me.
You dang right I
I
did.
ain't got no respect around here.
And throw it away.
I'll go Evan Ingram.
I like how he gets last pick.
Oh, I wanted the last pick.
Because he's procrastinating.
What?
He
Is
procrastinating.
he going to go to Jared?
Do I want to go
He's gonna.
Oshag Hennessy?
Oh, my God.
He wants to be pied.
Yeah, I think that's what
It
it is.
tastes so good. No, I'm not going to get pied this week because you know who we're going with?
No, I don't.
You guys have no guess who I'm
Vance
going with?
McDonald's, Austin Hooper.
Vance McDonald.
All right.
Old McDonald.
It's not a bad pick. Strasville doesn't do well.
I'm about to come up with a song, Old McDonald song, if I get pied in the face for this video.
All right.
Could you be a 3-time pie champ?
Three-peat, baby.
3 in a row. Yeah, absolutely.
Three-peat.
That's a champ.
It's not a three-peat if you do it, if you have a break in the middle.
Exactly.
You guys want
You're a Patriots fan, you know
You guys
this.
want to review this Thursday night game real quick?
Yeah, let's recap Thursday night game. Green Bay lost to Seattle. Seattle was at home. They started slow. They came back. They won.
Couple
Brad Hart said
non-catches.
something about division stuff.
Yeah. If they lost and the Rams won, the Rams clinched the division.
Yeah, awesome. Devontae Adams.
It's one of the first teams in the 60s to clinch this early. But okay. Who'd you say was like a boss?
Devontae Adams.
Oh, Devontae Adams, yeah.
He was very good tonight.
Aaron Jones was really good too.
Look, they have your belt.
That's cool.
That's a nice belt. I think it was cost a little bit more money than the one I got.
That's pretty cool. Ooh, Russell Wilson.
What do you guys think about Chris Carson? He was back. Rashad Penny got 8 carries, but Chris Carson got 17 of them, 83 yards, and he did get the goal line touchdown.
Penny did get a little banged up like after his first run of the game.
Yeah, his 30-yard run.
Yeah. That he ran 60 yards for.
I think they want Chris Carson to be the guy.
I think they want Penny to be the guy, but I think they know that he's not ready for it.
I think they're very committed to the running back by committee option.
I think they're very committed
'Cause
to the run, period.
The run.
That
35 runs.
they like Carson, they like Davis, they like Penny. I mean, it sucks because you want a guy there, but
Let's compare this. The Packers ran, doing fuzzy math here, 43 plays. 30 of them were passes. The Seahawks ran 66 plays. 35 of them were runs.
Yeah.
You can say game script or whatever you want, but it wasn't that much of a blowout. It wasn't even that much of a blowout at all. They were down a little bit in the fourth quarter, I think, weren't they?
Yeah.
yeah, it was close the entire game. I think it was 3 lead changes, so. All right. Aaron Rodgers had a pretty good game. Thrown to some no-name tight ends, so thanks for that.
Tanya.
You're welcome. I don't know.
I was talking to Aaron, not you. Valdez Scantling had 1 catch. Thanks a lot for that.
One catch.
He started both Green Bay wide receivers.
Hey, he was hedging his bets.
That's right.
Just turns out Devontae was hyper-targeted, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling didn't even have a pulse.
No.
He only had 3 targets.
Yeah.
Jimmy Graham left with an injury.
Listen, it was either that or Lamar Miller.
Aaron Jones had more targets.
Yes, he did.
He's very good at football.
You're just saying that because you have him on your team.
Okay, so let's go to if Jimmy Graham misses time. Do you guys care? He hasn't had a good year at all, but he
No.
is a tight end that.
I don't care.
Okay, he don't care.
I don't care. I thought it was a pretty good game, though. I was a little disappointed with how it turned out. I thought the Packers just seemed to me like they're just kind of falling apart right here. Aaron Rodgers held onto the ball too long, and then on that last third down where they had it, he underthrew his receiver, and it just
Oh no, it was Russell Wilson.
he
for
threw
a
right
second.
into the dirt, and it was just very uncharacteristic of what we expect to see from them. I think that they need to really, really evaluate some things, try to rebound here, because right now they're 4-5-1, and that's not good.
Well, McCarthy's gone after this season.
Maybe.
No, fact.
But Doug Baldwin got 10 targets. So that's a
Maybe
good thing.
Tom Brady retires, Aaron Rodgers becomes a Patriot.
Did you guys already say Doug Baldwin's back?
Be okay with
Is
that.
Doug Baldwin back? 10 targets. They
Yeah, sure.
were targeting the crap out of him in the first half.
Most of those targets came in the first half, though.
But
Well,
first
if-
half, second half, they all score the same in fantasy.
That's right.
Fact.
And
Yeah,
he
he's
had
back.
another catch that should have been there, but Russell Wilson underthrew him.
He's
Hit
not back yet.
the DB in the head.
He's not back yet.
I'll say he's back.
We need to wait and see.
Listen, if you wait and see, is already picked up.
Well, he's probably
Okay.
okay. His team.
Okay.
Well, I just don't have knee-jerk reactions and stuff.
Oh, Shag Hennessy.
All right.
Hey, Mason Crosby missed his first field goal since all the missed field goals he had in that one game.
Good for him.
Ed Dixon caught the touchdown out of the 2 tight ends. We thought it was going to be Nick Vanette.
He had one. I think they should probably challenge that one. But they called him just short at the 1. I think he fell in.
And Russell Wilson caught a pass for negative 11 yards.
That'll matter.
That hurts you in PPR.
He looked good catching that ball, though.
He looked good catching.
His Texas Rangers spring training really paid off.
Well, he's a Yankee now.
Oh, he is a Yankee now, right?
Yeah. So maybe he should.
Okay, since we're talking about baseball, let's wrap up the show, guys.
All right. Tyler Lockett 5 for 71. Good job.
There it is. Thanks again, everyone, for listening to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. Happy to be back. Happy to be joined with guys Brad and Josh here. And follow us on Twitter at EmptyWagonFF. Tweet at us. Tell us your questions to help you set your lineup for Sunday football.
Monday football. Thursday football.
I almost said Sunday night, but that wouldn't make sense. Anyway, thanks again for tuning in. Follow us on Twitter to get some updates during the week. And see you next time. Bye. I'll be here next time. So I can say
And Josh will not be here next time.
It might not be here at all next week. I don't know yet.
get ready for the pies.
Woo! Maybe pumpkin, maybe peach, maybe whipped.
Expired shaving cream.
Ooh.
It doesn't.
Sauerkraut pie.
I don't care. I would pick it gladly. Let's get out of here.
What are you allergic to?
Oh, Shag Hennessy.